What's up everybody, it's your boy Josh back again with another video. Today we are looking at the iPhone 17 versus the Google Pixel 10 Pro. These two devices are arguably the best small phones you can buy on the market, or should I say normal size phones you can buy on the market right now. So on one side we have this beautiful moonstone, shiny, gorgeous beast of a device that's arguably Google's best work they've ever done. And then we have this matte, cosmic beast of the phone, the iPhone 17 Pro. If you got money burning in your pocket, you're looking for a new Pro device that is averagely normally sized, which phone would I recommend? Let's take a look. When you look at this Google Pixel 10 Pro, this unique design that Google has right now with the Google Pixel 9 and the 10 series is clearly Google's best work. I wasn't really the biggest fan of the Google Pixel devices and their designs, but as soon as Google transitioned over to this flatter, roundier, boxier type of design, this Google Pixel 10 Pro is the best hardware Google has ever made. Now, obviously it is very similar to the Google Pixel 9 Pro series, but I absolutely adore this design. I really like rocking my phones without a case, and this moonstone color is absolutely beautiful. The shiny sides look absolutely amazing. Google really has done a good job with these new Pixel devices. And then whenever you look at this baby Pro iPhone, man, this cosmic orange is absolutely crazy. On my Max device, I went with the silver, but this orange really is bold. I honestly love it. Whenever they first released it, I was concerned that maybe this color wasn't going to be good with different cases and different accessories, but it's really cool. It's very unique and I love the way it looks here in the fall, which is awesome. But yeah, both of these phones are 6.3 inches, which honestly is an excellent sized phone. It feels normal whenever you hold these versus the XL and the Max phones. These phones are absolutely beautiful. Screens on both of these phones are absolutely amazing. They both get insanely bright, whether you're inside or outside. But there's a few things I noticed. On the Google Pixel, the auto brightness is definitely not as good as the iPhone. The auto brightness is really sporadic when it comes to automatically adjusting your brightness. So there are a lot of occasions where I'm inside and I'm using both phones and the Pixel just feels a lot dimmer than what I feel like it should be at that very moment. So I have to jump into the software a lot more often and adjust my brightness more so than I do on the iPhone, which is something I really don't like at all. So Google, please work on the auto brightness feature. Both phones get insanely bright outside, but the iPhone does have the anti-reflective display, which is huge. It's not a massive difference, like anti-reflection is anti-reflective, but it's not as good as like the S25 Ultra, but it definitely does make a difference. So the iPhone outside actually looks better, although it has a little bit less peak brightness. All right guys, this gives you a good idea of the difference between the two displays. So as you can see in the displays, you can kind of see my face a little bit more in the reflections on the Google Pixel 10 Pro. But yeah, they both get insanely bright and they both look absolutely gorgeous. Now, when you look at AI, the AI on the Google Pixel 10 Pro is better all around. Of course, you get Gemini built into the device, which is fantastic. Gemini works so well on the Google Pixel phone. Now, the funny thing about that is on the iPhone, you can actually download Gemini and use it pretty much just as well as you can on the Google Pixel. Because as we know, Siri absolutely sucks on the iPhone. It is unbearably bad. When it comes to voice commands and things like that, the Google Pixel wins hands down. And then whenever you look at the actual design of the operating systems, you have Liquid Glass over here with iOS 26, and then you have the Google Pixel Material UI on the Google Pixel. Now, I really like the Google Pixel's UI. It is absolutely beautiful. It's minimal. It's gorgeous. It is the best iteration of Android has ever iterated, if that makes sense. I think Google did a hell of a job with this new design. So the look of the phone itself with the operating system, it's absolutely beautiful. Then of course, I mean, honestly, the same way with the iPhone. This is Apple's best work when it comes to software as well. I really like Liquid Glass. I think it looks gorgeous. I think it is beautiful. I love the lock screen abilities. I love how you can have like that larger clock on the lock screen, which you can kind of do on the Google Pixel as well, as you see there. I mean, they are so similar, it is crazy. From software to the actual design, they are just awesome. Then you look at performance. The iPhone overall definitely performs a lot better than the Google Pixel. I will mention that the Google Pixel is miles better in terms of smoothness than what it was in the past. I'm very proud to see where Google is as of now. And it's really due to that latest update. The latest update on the Google Pixel here in November has made this phone so much faster. It's not even funny. I don't even know how a single update in the middle of nowhere can make a phone feel this good, but it really has done a heck of a job in terms of enhancing the Google Pixel smoothness. Overall, I think it's awesome. It feels so much faster now than what this phone felt when it first released. If you're somebody who plans to use your phone to edit YouTube videos, to game, to do anything that will cause your CPU to really be pushed, the iPhone is clearly the better option. Now, I think that the Google Pixel is better than what it used to be in terms of the gaming department, but Apple's operating system with the 12 gigs of RAM and that insane A19 Pro processor, there really isn't a comparison there. And I want to talk about battery because the batteries on both of these phones really shocked me. Now, I am typically a guy who uses the larger phones, the Maxes, the Ultras, etc. And both of these phones have excellent batteries for the size. Whether I'm using the Google Pixel or the iPhone, I can typically go an entire day with battery. Now, we'll say the iPhone's battery is definitely more consistent. Like I can typically almost always get the same amount of juice and usage and screen on time, where the Pixels is kind of sporadic sometimes. Some days I'll have excellent days of battery, and then other days it will be a lot worse than what it was the prior day, although I'm doing the same things, if that makes sense. So I'm definitely giving the iPhone an edge there because the battery is more consistent, but on a typical basis, both phones have really good batteries. It really feels like the iPhone charges twice as fast. The fast charging on the iPhone is a lot better than what Google is currently offering. And then whenever you look at the cameras, the iPhone overall to me takes more realistic looking photos. Now, of course, that's very subjective. I love the way the Google Pixel photos look, but I'm at the point now where I like manipulating the photos a little bit more, and you could just do so much more with the iPhone. I think the raw photos look a lot better on the iPhone, like the ability to edit them and customize them and everything just looks so much better on the iPhone. Now, that's not saying that the Google Pixel doesn't take amazing photos, because it does. And the Google Pixel 10 Pro actually allows you to shoot 100x photos, which you can only shoot up to 40x on the iPhone. Now, of course, with the Google Pixel, those photos at farther distances will be shot with the AI features that are on the Google Pixel. So the photos are going to be more AI looking, but I think that they look really good overall. And for a lot of people, I think that's totally fine. You don't have to have your photos look absolutely perfect without AI. So yeah, I think the Google Pixel with that 100x just adds another level of photo taking ability. So if that's something that is important to you, to be able to zoom that far, then of course go with the Pixel. And then whenever you look at the video taking capabilities, I think the video cameras overall are clearly better on the iPhone. And I still think that the Google Pixel still suffers on video in terms of lens switching. So in the middle of your video, if you switch lenses, it still does that weird jittery twitchy thing sometimes. Now it is better on Video Boost, but the problem with Video Boost is, especially for me, I want to record, for one, very long videos, and I want them to be at the highest quality possible. Now on the Google Pixel, you can't shoot 4K 60 HDR, and you can't shoot 4K blur videos either. And that to me is a problem. You can do so much more on the iPhone's video cameras than you can on the Google Pixel. ProRAW support, you got 4K 60 HDR, you got 4K 120 HDR, you got 4K 30 cinematic video, you have, like I said, the ProRes, the Log 2, OpenGate. There are so many things you can do with an iPhone in terms of video. It's not even close. If you plan to use your video cameras a lot on your phone, get the iPhone. And not only that, you get the amazingly awesome front-facing camera. But yeah, on the front-facing camera, as you see, they both look awesome. But the iPhone actually allows you to do more. So on the Pixel, you can actually zoom it out which is awesome. But on the iPhone, I can zoom it out. I can also turn the orientation. I can hold the phone like this and record in landscape, which is an absolute game changer. And then of course I can zoom in and out of the landscape mode. That is an absolute amazing feature. If I wanted to record like this on my Pixel, I would have to hold the Pixel like this, which is so old fashioned, right? So I think Google, of course, will probably implement that. Well, not necessarily, but I think they should implement that on the next Google Pixel phone. But I feel like that they should have had it this year. So yeah, video cameras, no comparison. Go with the iPhone. One thing I really love about both of these phones is that they are so similar. They have the same size. They both have excellent cameras. They both now support MagSafe, which is absolutely amazing. Like right now, I'm actually using a MagSafe tripod with my iPhone 17 Pro Max. Google Pixel adapting Pixel Snap is one of the greatest things Google has ever done on their devices. I really like Pixel Snap, and all of my accessories will work on both phones. I don't feel like I will have a less of an experience when it comes to the accessories, whether it's MagSafe batteries or MagSafe charging stands, MagSafe car chargers, etc. I really enjoy having both of those features on both of these devices. They both have multiple years of software updates available to you as a consumer. So whether you buy the iPhone or buy the Google Pixel, you will get multiple years of software updates. What do I think about these two phones? They are both absolutely amazing. You really can't go wrong with either phone. I think the main things you want to look at, for one, on the iPhone, I feel like it's a much better device in terms of multimedia. You have the way better video cameras, you have the way better video camera features. You have the cinematic video, which looks amazing. You have the ProRAW, the Log 2 support. I think you get better sounding microphones on the iPhone. On the iPhone, I think you definitely get your money's worth more than you get on the Google Pixel. I think you get better app support. Although Google brought the Pixel Snap abilities, which is amazing, you still get way better support in terms of different cases and other accessories as well on your iPhone. But yeah, I think ultimately you have to decide, do you want an Android phone or do you want an iPhone? Which operating system do you love more? I don't think you can go wrong with either device. But yeah, let me know what you all think down below. What device would you choose? What device did you choose? And if you watched this entire video, leave a comment down below with an alien emoji, just so I know who the real ones are. But yeah, I appreciate you all for stopping by, and I will see you all in the next one.